guys, welcome back to my channel. Sophia here from My Great Challenge. This is part 2 of my staircase makeover. We are in the basement. I already got started actually removing some of the paint on the steps, and today what I'm going to do is finish off the pillar or the big post here at the corner. I'm going to do jackets around it and probably paint it. So as a little recap from yesterday, I removed all the paint that was on the step and restained it. Believe it or not, it's still tacky. Here's the reason why I'm not doing all the steps at once. I am currently removing paint from every other step, which makes it a little difficult to go up and down, but you know what, I'm managing. So I have the second coat right now going on the previous paint, and here is the pillar that I reinserted yesterday. So today what I'm going to do is put jackets around it right here, just to dress it up a little bit on top and at the bottom as well. So some of you have commented on the video I posted previously, the part 1 of the staircase, about the paint that's on the steps, and I had a hard time removing, and we're concerned as to whether or not this is lead paint. So I can guarantee you it is not, for the simple fact that this is the paint the previous owner put on the staircase, and this is also the paint that he had throughout the house, and the house was inspected before we purchased it, and one of the inspection is lead paint, and obviously that paint did not register as lead paint, so no worries in this area. However, I'm fairly sure it was oil-based, making it very difficult to remove. So food for thoughts, when you use oil-based paint, it's going to be a pain to remove. So most of the paint on the steps is fairly new as well, and one of you commented that the wood is definitely pine and is young wood as well. So I thought about that, and it reminded me of something, that the house the way it is now with its layout is not the way the house was built. There's an addition in the kitchen, and I believe that the staircase that we're leading down to this basement originally were somewhere else. These staircase were added at a later time when they put the addition to the kitchen, because that whole part here with the entrance is let me see, the part where the back entrance is was not there. That was way pushed in. So I believe that the staircase originally for the basement was where the laundry room was. You probably could open a door from the kitchen before it was extended and the staircase was there, because this staircase is fairly new. You know, that's my thoughts. So it's definitely not lead paint, and it's fairly new pine wood, not oak, pine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is some decorative work. If you know me, you know I got all manner of wood in the garage. I picked out those. These are pine, you know, what are they? 4 by half something, I don't even know. It don't matter. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So of course there's going to be measuring involved. So I'm gonna do a piece of wood here, like this. It's gonna stop here, and then there's gonna be another one here, and then there's gonna be one on the other side. So I'm basically covering the edges here, and I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom. Not a very complicated task, you may think. However, me and measurements are usually not all that agreeable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna goof off at some point, so I need to measure really, really well. Once that's done, then I'll go and remove the paint over there. You know, I like to work back and forth because I'm trying to do this before school starts, which is next week. So all this week I'm gonna finish up the stairs. And you know what else I was thinking, because I really want the stairs to look good, right? Because technically I'm supposed to improve the house. Okay, so this is what I'd like to do, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out. There's a gap right here because these are basements, right? They never really finish those. Unless you get a new house, then they make them look really good. But in my case, no. So I was thinking about putting a skirt, right? They call them stair skirts. and it's basically a piece that goes like this, right? But it's got the indentation from the steps. So I can definitely put it on this side because it's one length, and that would look good, right? But on this side it's a little bit more complicated because it would have to go up to here, right? And I would have to stop it right here, because then I have this little ledge thing here and the pipe. So I would have to stop it here, and I would have to restart it this way here. So this whole area here would not have it. So I'm not sure if that's gonna look good. Or I could just put, kind of like the jacket I'm doing over here, I could just do it by hand. So I don't know, I have to think about it. I'm nowhere near there. Obviously it's probably gonna be during the last part. So, right, let me measure this and then cut my wood and just get at it and put the jacket around my pillow. Yeah, I needed to wear goggles. I couldn't find my goggles, so I had to go get the kids' goggles. Anyway. Oh, it's done. Hey, somebody has to be the comic relief, right? Okay, so this is done.
I thought that was me.
Oh, it's you? Okay, well, next time, Willie. This is nicely smooth and sanded. Okay, and then I sanded all of this as well, but I need to go at it again with a finer grit. And then I kind of sanded a little bit here, but I'm not happy with the way it feels, so I'm going to do it by hand. Because I just want the edges, the corner here of the post to be a little bit smoother, especially considering I'm going to paint them. So before I do all of that extra layer of sanding, I'm going to remove paint on the other side. Ooh, it's getting hot. Okay, so this is the jacket for the bottom part, right? And I'm doing the same thing I did up, is that I'm using a very, very fine, I sanded it already with the hard grit just to make the joint smooth so that you don't feel the gap. because once I paint, obviously it's gonna show, right? So I'm gonna have to caulk and everything, but I can't paint today because I realized I didn't do this step yet, right? But what I'm doing is that I'm using a very fine grit sand block, and I'm smoothing out the edges and the corners to make them round, okay? So I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll give you a close-up. But the goal here is to make it look really, really smooth and rounded. And it takes a while, you know. It's not the most captivating activity.
I would agree.
But it's the kind of stuff that makes it look finished and nice, you know, once it's done. It's the little things I'm trying to say. And hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so yes, there is a gap that's going to get filled. No worries about that. So you see here, I'm rounding up the edge. Same thing here at the bottom. I rounded up the edge here. So all of this is nice and smooth, and these edges here are rounded as well. So all of this, when you touch it, it just feels like one piece. So once it's painted and I have the caulk and everything on the joints, you're not going to see any of the seams. This is third coat on the 3 steps. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that paint and start sanding. But before I do that, I want to finish off this area right here and then this area right here, because I'm going to have to caulk and patch these holes right here. That's where the old post used to be. I am done. I'm done for today. I gotta go pick up Edward. It's band camp. They're spending the entire week learning their drill, I guess that's what you call it, for band competition, which is starting pretty much in 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, second week in September is the first competition. So they're doing Gershwin this year. Pretty neat. So anyway, let me show you where I'm at. Nowhere near where I want it to be. It's taking forever to get the paint off the stairs. Taking forever. Anyway, let me show you what I've done today, and then I'll say goodbye, and I guess I'll have to see you next time. I'm probably gonna keep working behind the scene throughout the week anyway. So this is the step as of yesterday, if you remember. I'm really liking the fact that you can see the wood pattern on it. I think it's beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to put a second coat to make it darker. I don't think so. I think I'm polyurethaning it and that's it. And then I'll probably put some of that grit, transparent grits on strip at the edge so that there's no falling or slipping. So this is one that's not done, and then these are the steps where I've removed most of the paint. You can start seeing the wood underneath it, right? And the one over there I can't reach. Okay, so this week I'm going to sand them, and then next time you'll see me, I may have stained them or not. I'm not sure, because this is still sticky, believe it or not. I can't believe it, still sticky. Don't know why. Probably because it's very humid. And then the post has the jackets around it, and it's all caulked and ready to be painted at a later time. Where are you going? He made it up downstairs. And then same thing here, and then when you go up, I have this one done right here, and then I did it in the back too. I don't know if you can see right here as well. So it's going all around. It doesn't look like much right now, I am aware, but once it's painted, trust me, it's going to look really neat. What would be really cool if I was taking out all of the paint on this, keeping the jackets white and staining this the same color than the stairs. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to do it. It might be not worth the effort. I don't know. And that's really what I love about doing projects, is that as I'm doing them, ideas keep popping. So I don't know, maybe it would look good. What you think? You tell me down below. Do you think I should stain this, remove the paint and stain it the same color than the stain on the steps? The advantage of doing it, I tell you what, is that every time somebody makes the turn and they put their hands here, I ended up having all manner of paw prints right here, fingerprints and whatnot. So if I was staining it, it wouldn't show. Maybe I needed to show so that way I'm reminded to clean it. But anyway, so I'm done for today. That's it. I'm actually tired. I broke a big sweat, and then I want to go see my kids. So there you go. I'll talk to you later. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and this project. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.